Okay, you might be thinking, somebody who invented the end zone dance? Really? Is that something that needs to be invented? Well, I'm glad you asked, because before the griddy, there was what we call the high step. And back when the high step was first hit by Elmo Wright, it was pretty revolutionary. I should say that Homer Jones was the first to spike the ball in the end zone, and technically a spike is a celebration. But today I'm talking about a true celebration, an end zone dance. Enter Elmo Wright, the father of the end zone dance. Wright was an All-American receiver for the Houston Cougars, and unbeknownst to him at the time, was paving the way for the crazy celebrations we see today. While at college, he began the high step into the end zone. While such a move doesn't compare to, say, modern celebrations or even Billy White Shoes Johnson, who came shortly after him, he was almost equally shocking at the time. Before 1969, celebrations weren't really a thing. During his sophomore season in 1968, Wright took to slamming the ball to the ground. He explained that it was kind of a problem with the referees because they had to chase the ball down after a score, and spiking was banned shortly after. That got people asking, hey, Elmo, what are you going to do now? You can't spike the ball. And he was like, what do you mean? But little did they know. In the first game of the 1969 season, Wright was being guarded by Steve Tannen, a Florida defensive back who liked to trash talk. Early in the game, Wright caught a pass and avoided Tannen by high-stepping out of his grasp, then continued to high-step his way into the end zone. As he celebrated, people booed, but that just fueled him. He said, I got into the end zone, people were booing me. If it wasn't for the booing, I probably wouldn't have accelerated. Okay, fair enough, it wasn't much of a celebration. High-stepping into the end zone is more like a marching band routine, but it wasn't popular, and it's still an end zone dance. And actually, maybe marching band is a fair comparison, because Elmo Wright described an incident at high school while at band practice. Somebody threw a football at him, which hit him in the mouth and it busted his lip. For whatever reason, the band director punished him in front of the entire class, and he was like, you know what, forget this, I'm playing football. In his own words, he was a performer who became a football player, not a football player who became a performer. The perfect candidate to create the end zone dance. In interviews that Wright has done, he also comments that he was a good receiver, but quote, because I dance so often, I got to be known as the guy who created the end zone dance, and not as a pretty good football player. To be fair, I'd say being known as the creator of the end zone dance is better than being known as just a pretty good receiver, but he is right. He led the NCAA in touchdowns in 1969 and was an All-American in 1970. To this day, Wright is still the Houston leader in receiving yards. He was inducted into the College Hall of Fame in 2020 and had a solid NFL career. He was drafted by the Chiefs in the first round in 1971 and would make the All-Rookie team, and he would finish his 5-year NFL career with over 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns. So yeah, next time you see a touchdown dance, thank Elmo. Or blame him if you don't like it. Alright, thanks for watching.